20th Century Reloaded. For vision of the early 20th century in comparison with for vision of the early 18th century, all strictly with gut strings. Many times we have been tempted to consider the atonal turning of the last century as an unicum. Too often we were forced to see in the dramatic upheavals experienced by humanity on all levels to the threshold of the 19th century, geopolitical, scientific, philosophical, artistic, a clear break with the past. Apocalyptic vision has heavily influenced our relationship with contemporary art, making the approach to the present problematic and giving way to the so-called postmodern era. Finally, we wanted to see in the Second Viennese School the main rampart of this demolition of the past. For many, this view has been reflected in the experience of losing the 20th century. The 20th century has been lost. Today, more and more interpreters are rediscovering the lost 20th century. They are realizing that maybe the Webern's speculations were closest to those of Durante, instead those of the integral serialism's partisan. As well as the visionary approach of Ravel has ancient roots, perhaps in the very French attitude to be inspired by literary titles and hints. We are realizing that the Bartok's researches on popular music is not a kind of last chance for tonality, but in an extraordinary continuation of the research carried out by Telemann during the first half of 18th century. Likewise, the young Britain's attitude to composition as a playful moment can be found in the years of Kellery's maturity, when he decided to experiment with the new instrumental style in vogue in Milan. Not last, it was realized that all these modern authors wrote for instruments with gut strings. Gut strings sound gave to their music a vibrancy, a lightness, and a clarity of articulation to which the interpreters and the audience have too long given up.